Where we headed?
We're headed to Bolivar Beach.
That's where we're headed. Bolivar Peninsula down near Galveston. We're looking forward to
Bird
this trip.
sanctuary.
Bird sanctuary. Well, we're getting packed up and getting ready to leave. This is in Marshall, just outside of Marshall, Laguna. That's the RV resort. A lot of people are here that stay here, but they got some nice spots that are open. But if you're passing through, come and check it out. Clean bathrooms, small showers, but they're clean, and we recommend this place. I'd stay here again for sure.
It's a good stopping spot right off the highway.
What?
It's a great stopping spot right off the highway.
It is, yeah. It's right off the highway. Now you do get a little highway noise, but if you got a fan or something going, you're not going to hear it. But we're headed on down to the beach. So last time I was here about the same time in 2018. So it's been about 6 years since we've been here. And I've been looking forward to getting back here to Bolivar Beach. When we come last time here at the bird sanctuary, we just come by to see what it's like to camp on the beach. Spent one night and we was headed to San Antonio. And that trip almost got canceled because she really enjoyed it. She's been wanting to come back. So we're here for 2 or 3 days and looking forward to spending time listening to the waves, just doing nothing. Oh yeah. See Galveston in the background, ships coming in, going out. So cool. This is actually a first in years of using this stove.
Okay, I'm going nuts.
We typically don't ever use the stove for anything, and then other than maybe soup and water, but that's been quite a few years ago that we've even done that. So we're going to get back in practice. I do have an outside stove for cooking. Bought a propane stove. Normally use an electric griddle, but I'm making some coffee, and then a little bit later I'm going to set up the stove and make breakfast. Another first for a while on a propane stove. So we're going to walk in the bird sanctuary area, and notice here on the edge of the road they've got wild blackberries. Probably not wild, I'm sure they planted them. They've got blackberries. It's coming up all down through here. That's just so awesome. Feed the birds. Sound like a cow, doesn't it? So we just found out something interesting. We thought all this out here was bird sanctuary, all this bird sanctuary, but this section right over here closest to the beach is not bird sanctuary. Evidently it's private land. We thought it was bird sanctuary, but they're getting ready to build a beachfront gated community out here in this area. Kind of disappointing in a way. I mean, it's going to be nice for the community if they support the sanctuary, I guess, but you know, it's more buildings.
But the others look small. I hadn't seen them raise their heads up like, major.
I used to be able to zoom in with this guy. I don't think I can.
There you go. I got one on the neck.
Yeah, they're looking for food over there. I said, they're looking for food. Well, one of our neighbors pulled out this morning. She had a nice looking van. Looked like a military armored car. So it was pretty awesome, actually. Yeah, I imagine she did feel secure. Just push a button and watch these guns come out the top. But yeah, it was a quiet night. It really was. We slept well. Listening to the waves. No traffic coming through. Didn't really have any traffic till about 8 this morning, and fishermen coming out get set up. But really slept well. Lots of tankers coming in and out. And they're moving fast. They're really faster than what I thought they would be going in and out. And we do see oil rigs and fishing boats out on the horizon. It's kind of cool. The only thing is that because of the sediment in the water, it gets stirred up. It is dingy brown. It's swimmable, they say, but it's just, you know, sand sediment. It's not like over in the White Beaches areas, but it's a cool place to get away from. We enjoy it so far. about a 1-inch stake. Left my thermometer at home, so I can't check the internal temperature, but about 5 minutes on one side and then 6 on the other for a happy medium. A little bit longer for me. I like mine a little bit more well done. My wife likes her on medium. But we're getting ready to flip them over on the 5-minute side. And there we go. Definitely looking good. So went in and asked Paula to get me a knife and a fork so I can test it out just once we got to that 5-minute mark, 6-minute mark. And as she's digging through, she found my thermometer so I can check the internal temperature. We've been about 10 minutes right now, 5 minutes each side, and we're right about 130. So give it just a little bit longer and I think we're going to be ready to go. Okay, we're about 145. So I'm going to take them off and let them sit for a few minutes. See if I can't clean this griddle up just a little bit. So, looks like it is just about perfect for us. Yeah.
Tastes good too.
So first,
I already had a bite.
we're going to have guacamole salad along with this.
Yep.
We're going to skip the potatoes tonight.
Yep.
And tea. So this seems to be a common pattern for these gulls. I'm sorry, they're not gulls. They're the pelicans. How cool is that? Trying to catch these guys real low when they come through. I don't want to spook them. Wow. Come some more. That is so cool. So out of curiosity, I was just checking my pitch and roll after pulling in, letting the camper set for a few hours, and not bad at all. Pitch were a little bit high. We got the airbag suspension, and oh, look at this, we got another flock coming through. Well, they're coming in nice and low. A bunch of them. And if I check the roll is about the same as it was when I pulled in, low on the passenger side, but it's still in the green. I mean, it's kind of bouncing around back and forth. Of course, I tell you what that is, my wife is moving around in the camper right now, so I think she just come out. So we're 1 inch. I have to put it back in the camper. There we go. I guess you went back in. So we're about three-quarter of an inch low on the passenger side now. So awesome. Another day, another good night of sleep. But we're all by ourselves out there except for one tent way back by the buildings in the far end. We got the whole beach to ourselves today. What more could a person ask for? Tide's out. Yeah, we got to have some people coming out for a walk. Alright, so we're walking down to the end where the cargo ships come in. This has really been a busy port the last couple days. And not so much this morning. But they had a lot of them went out this morning, but it looked like they actually got stacked up last night because 3 or 4 of them were in the shipping lane. They just sat there over the night. We hadn't been up to this end before. We have taken the ferry with our camper across though over to Galveston, which was kind of a cool thing. Not sure we'll do it this trip. I think we'll make for the next one before we do that again. So if you're coming this way and you happen to see these and you want to turn around and go back, come on up. You can get in here. You just can't drive in here.
Are no dogs.
No dogs.
On this mark.
Find out what kind of bird it is that we're looking at all the time. Alright. Stay back from nesting bird area. If the birds are disturbed, they will leave their nest. Their egg and young will be exposed to predators and possibly death. You've been here for a while. We sit up there around the camper and listen to this. I told them that we sit up around the camper and listen to this. Alright, so we got one that's coming in on the cargo ship. Got a couple of big boys that look similar to each other. Yeah. This is usually underwater here, it looks like. A helicopter spooked a bunch of birds. Looks like they're coming our way. Oh, they're turning. They don't like that. They come across another shark.
Didn't make it. Guess they get caught up in the tide going out.
Don't know.
I think they're.
What's his head?
Oh, he puts up the hair on his head.
It's called a reddish egret. Egret. So his tufts on his head goes up. He'd dance in a circle and spread his wings just to capture some food. He's doing a dance, so trying to catch some food. He's told that's their hunting strategy. I don't know what those are, that's got the long necks. Interesting birds. We just passed the birdwatchers group tour. They're the ones that gave us the name of the hunter that dances egret. So we're looking out through here and we're looking how the dinginess of the water seems to be clearing up, which is kind of cool. It's getting to look more like a beach now. We had somebody stop by a little bit earlier that told Paula that the dinginess was because of the sediment on the bottom being stirred up, because the beach goes out so far, it doesn't just drop off, it stays shallow quite a ways out, and that makes sense. It's just sediment, it doesn't really hurt anything. But yeah, it's looking pretty good out there today. Looks a lot better than the day we arrived. It was really brownish color.